But loose screw news going down by the river. Another big booty girl is gonna come my way. Just going on a little walk, guys. I didn't go for a walk on the sunrise. I just stood in my window, and I talked for oh man, I talked for like an hour and 10 minutes, man. I just finished having a cup of coffee, just finished smoking my medicine, and just going to make sure my dog takes her mental health break too. You know what I mean? My dog has been stressed out lately because of me doing this social media stuff. I remember last time she started acting this way too. She was stressed out because of TikTok. I was doing on the Chinese app. I was doing a dog channel, getting my dog to do like tricks and stuff. She loved the attention with the tricks and everything, but just loved when I stopped to touch the camera. You know what I mean? She knew exactly what was going on with the camera. She knew she was being a performance dog, and she didn't want to be a performance dog. She wanted to just be a normal dog. But she's very, very talented, and I can see the same look in her right now. The dog is mad at me because I'm on social media all the time. I'm going down by the river, guys. We're gonna go to the river and see the sun come up over the trees. The trees. Well, you got eaten by a fox or something already, puppy? Come on. Yep. Mama. Oh, God. The wolves and coyotes have got my dog. Oh, no. This is horrible. This is horrible. Oh, she's right there. I don't really rush her. I should know that she's taking her time. A million dogs walk on this trail every day, so she's sniffing on everything. We live in a little community, guys, 1,000 people, about 300 houses. Very, very beautiful, very, very calm. I could be walking on the street over there right now. You wouldn't see anyone for hours. But sometimes a couple senior ladies might walk by, or a man or something. Maybe one car drives down the street. Literally walked down the street hundreds of times and never seen two people at once. Well, a little bit more nowadays. There's a stand at a wagon over there that sells like hamburgers and fries and milkshake, all them kind of something. So a little bit more activity on the street nowadays. In the summertime, people enjoying that type of stuff. But I don't know how good he's doing. Doesn't look like he's doing as good as he thought he would do. The first year he was there, a lot of people came out and supported, and then it didn't go so good after that. Come on, Mama. Oh my God. She needs her walks, man. She's been breathing. Oh, hello. Is this USA? This is Canada. But God bless USA. God bless Canada. God bless all these nations that help keep the world together. I'll keep all the pieces running. You know what I mean? We can't all do it alone. Right? So I ain't into this America, Canada fighting thing. I don't even care about what people do. I don't care if Americans buy all American goods, and I don't care if Canadians buy Canadian goods. I just buy whatever is the cheapest for me most of the time. I never really ever looked at labels. I'm not rich. I look at price tags mostly. God dang it. God dang. I do got my glasses on me. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I will be able to read your comments. Stay calm in the comment section. Loose Screw News is here, man. Loose Screw News with his zero vision. The zero vision, man, definitely. Thank you. I found that dog 2.5 years ago in a trail. And I'm going to tell you something about when bad things happen to you, okay? Something bad happened to me, and I found that dog. Without the bad thing happening to me, I would not have been in the place where that dog was lost. That dog would have probably got hit by a car. I was on my motorcycle, and I chased that dog for almost an hour and a half, and I finally got it trapped in the backyard where a fence was a good fence. Like it's such a small dog that it would fit out of every little hole. Yeah, I get it into a yard, it'd go out through the thing and out through the alleyway, the laneway, and I had to get my bike and go rush in and ask people, where did you see that dog? Oh, it went that way. And then finally I got it into a backyard, got it onto a rope and everything. And then 2 months later, I got a vet appointment and there was a chip in the dog. So the vet told me the dog was abandoned. And I called the chip people and I told the chip people that I had the dog for like 2 months, and then they put it in my name. They put the chip in my name. Now if the dog is scanned, it comes to my phone number. But that lady didn't even have, she had her first name on the profile, but she didn't even have her phone number. The phone number went back to her vet that put the actual chip in. And her vet doesn't know nothing, man. Her vet's like, I don't know if I know that lady. I just came here for a chip, you know what I mean? So, down by the river, waiting for. God bless Canada. I once visited Toronto. Oh, wow, nice. I once visited there too, never went back. And then USA, Detroit, Ambassador Bridge. Yeah, man, that's a nice place, man. No, Toronto's okay. I'm just joking. I did go back. 8:45, 8:45 a.m.? I'm not even sure. Google Life, what's going on? The Boston Car Club. Hello, how are you, my friend? Um, I'm probably going to get this wrong. Decorrect. Oh, decorrect family. Yes, you probably are correct. You're correct in everything. Decorrectness. Yes, we're just down by the river, guys. This is where we get our water from, and it's all brown water. So that's how I got into my activism. I bought a house where there was brown water. And now I protest the government because the government don't care about the citizenry. All they care about is taking our taxes and giving us the least amount of services that we can get for the money that we give them. So thanks for being here, guys. Usually I get here before the sun comes up over this tree line here, and it's so beautiful, but luckily there's a overcast with the cloud today, so it's not so bright down here. My dog's just looking at me like I'm an idiot. He's like, you just standing down there doing what? Hey, thanks for being here, guys. I wish I would have been here a little bit earlier. So today I was just talking to a whole bunch of people for about an hour while I having my coffee and stuff, and just a great conversation, guys. Like, thank you for being here, man. Like, I get so creative in the morning that I like the creative juices in the morning are way better flowing for you. So if you want to do any thinking about any of your problems, the morning is like the ultimate time to do it. Nighttime, we're all doom scrolling on our, you know what I mean, on our machines and stuff. And like really, like in the morning, I just get so many. Like yesterday is where I got the system isn't broken. Like a lot of people say that, like the system isn't broken, it's left against right, but literally the word broken, like the politicians will just tell you, like the other side is broken or this side is broken, and it's like you can fix the system. So they give you an illusion that you can fix this system, and that's just an illusion. You can't fix nothing. You're not fixing the system. The system isn't broken. It might be broken for you and me. It's just working the way they want it to work, right, guys? So I'm just like, okay, I figured that out on my walk. I was like, that is very, very true. Yeah, brown water comes from this river. I pay $135 for my water. I went to a city hall meeting to protest that the water is my highest bill and that the water is brown. I can't drink the water. I can't cook with the water. I don't give my dog the water, nothing. And my sign was such a big problem at the city hall meeting that they trespassed me. They said my sign was a disturbance and that they couldn't concentrate because of my sign. Literally, I said to the guy after he took a break to call the cops, like, my sign, you get paid $200,000 a year, and my cardboard sign with painter's tape, that isn't, I'm not waving it in the air. I'm not like jumping and doing jumping jacks. I've got it down by my knees. I'm in the front row, and they're supposed to be doing their city hall meeting. They got all their notes in front of them, you know what I mean? You get paid $200,000 a year, and you can't concentrate on your city hall meeting because I have a sign with painter's tape on it. You know the blue painter's tape? I'm like, you can't concentrate on your meeting. Like, come on. Like, I'm just on my sign. All I had was the price of my gas to heat my house and stuff, you know. I had the price of my taxes. I had the price of my power for my house. And then I showed that all of those were under $100 and that the brown water that I couldn't drink, and I've got to go like, I've got to drive like a 40-minute drive to go get clean bottled water. Like I had to go drive and pay out of my own pocket to buy water I can drink and cook with. And so I started asking for discounts for seniors. Seniors are on fixed income, and for disabled people. And then I just became a villain. I became a villain to all the city councilors, all the people who control the money. Oh my God, you're asking for a discount for the brown water? And I figured it out. Like I went to my brother's for Christmas and asked my brother. He has a family of 4. He has 3 women in the house, like, you know, 16-year-old girls or whatever, and his wife and him. And he has a jacuzzi and everything. And I asked him, how much is your water bill? Oh, about $100 a month. No, 100, yeah, 120, he said, for a family of 4. And I'm like thinking, oh wait, I'm a family of 1, and my water bill is $135, and I don't even get clean water. I'm like, this is some crap, man. So I started protesting really hard after that, and then I really became the enemy of the state. Oh my God, don't ask for clean water for elderly people. And literally, like, there's a report out of a place called Quebec, Canada, that they had these children that were subject to the brown water, the same brown water as me, that had to drink the water, and then the richer kids who didn't have to drink the water, or not richer kids, but it was just kids in certain families that had the water or didn't have the water. And the kids who had to drink the water were 3 points lower on the IQ scale than the kids who didn't drink the water. So I literally was wondering why everybody around here was so slow. Like I thought, oh my God, okay, we're just living in the countryside, so it's not like the city, it's a slower pace. It's not the slower pace. Hello, Bridget, the godmother. How are you doing? Susan McKissick, the clean water for cooling AI. Yeah, instead of drinking it, I did a Google search this morning. So instead of having clean water to drink, my Google search was like, there's the water, God. Why? Is clean water better for cooling than dirty water? I'm not too sure. Uh, and what does the water do? Does it evaporate? That it cools it down so much it what evaporates? Do they capture the evaporation? Or they just like, I don't even know how that process goes, guys. I couldn't tell you, so I can't really speak to it. But I know they got to cool those computers down. It takes a lot of goddamn energy. And I guess water, as Suzanne said. What's up, Stanley Fonda? Fonda, like Jane Fonda's husband, or what? What's going on, Sean? I know how to say your name. Nguyen. Sean Nguyen? I'm pretty sure you're Vietnamese. Your last name is Vietnamese, right? Hello, Gainesville, Virginia. Oh, I was thinking Florida right away when I seen Gainesville. Welcome from Gainesville, my friend. I'm in Canada. I'm in a little small town with 300. Oh, there's some really nice stuff up here, guys. Don't go nowhere. This guy's an antique dealer. Man, I got to take my walk on this way. I was always thinking about new ways to go in my community. There's like so many really nice things around here. And this guy's an antique dealer. He's got all these nice antique old things from farms, and he's got a website on the internet that you guys can check out. He creates like really amazing stuff. I went in there one day and I checked his stuff out. I haven't been back. I should say hi to him, but he was kind of sketched out that I just walked and knocked on the door and didn't want to buy anything. I just was like, hey man, I'm bored. Just moved in down the road and I want to just see your stuff. Like, I just want to hear your story. Like, you seem pretty unique, you know what I mean? Like, I like uniqueness. I like eccentric people, you know? Where's my dog? Way back there, but it's a dead-end street. So she's okay. There's nobody around, guys. Don't worry too much. I live just in a little community. See, he's got all kinds of, like, this is not the good stuff, but there's a tractor here. All kinds of, like, these wheels and stuff. People buy this stuff for a lot of money, man. They buy this stuff there. Here is his sign right here. Tool Man, Antique Tools. Le Tool Man. It's a French community, guys. Le Tool Man. Le. Let me go and check that tractor out after. Come on, Mama. See, he has all this kind of stuff for sale, man. Yeah, this is just like not the really good stuff. The good stuff is really in his house or in his back, and he's hiding it and stuff. But look at that. I love that, man. He got somebody to cut that out, or he did that himself on a big wheel. That came from like a saw. That came from a sawmill. That came from a sawmill, guys. That's awesome. That's awesome. That came from a sawmill, man. And then fucking, he made that into that. Like, he'll make you one too. He'll make you whatever you guys want there. This guy, he's got his thing is online, letoolman.com right there. See, letoolman.com. L-E Toolman. I'll go and show you the sign in a second, guys. But you can actually order stuff from him. He makes really, really nice stuff, and he'll mail it to you and everything from his store. Well, look at all the signs he has. I hope they don't mind me trespassing, but they're a store, so they shouldn't mind me advertising. I love eccentric stuff like that. Here's another one, Le Tool Man. That's really nice. And he might recognize me from the last time I was here. So, that's really nice. Let me go check out these. I'm just going to go on this side. They're okay with it. Let me zoom out. Hold on. Let me see if I'm at my maximum zoom. Oh, there we go. Hey, Mama. Okay, my dog's safe. My dog's safe, guys. Don't worry. Go up like that. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. My first day with gimbals. And if you check his website out, he's got some really unique stuff. He was going through the website. Oh, there's an OPP sign. Hey, the OPP. You know me. Who's down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. That's cool. I bet you I want to buy some of these signs for my next property and stuff. I'll go show you his, where'd my dog go? Come on, Mama. Yeah, there's this sign right here. And he sells all that stuff online. letoolman.com. He has really good stuff inside. Like, he sells it to movie sets and everything. He was showing me like the movie sets he sells it to and stuff. And yeah, he said he just packs it up and sends it around the world there, wherever people are doing their thing and need these kind of antique farm props. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure he's not putting his good stuff outside. Dead end street in this community, even still. You know what I mean? Somebody could come and take your good stuff. So yeah, I forgot totally about that guy. I'm going in there to do a live stream with him one day. Hey man, I'll come in here, talk to you about your shit. Just let people fucking listen to him, man. Like literally, nobody watches my long form videos, so I need to go live and get time with YouTube. You know what I mean? YouTube loves when you're having people watch for hours and hours and staying connected and staying communicating. Look, a wagon wheel. Oh yeah, it's beautiful, eh, man? Hello, Erla. Hello, Emily. Junk, I guess. Junk to one person is a treasure to another person. One man's junk is another man's treasure, right? So now that's not treasure, right? That's not treasure. But the other guy's house, he sells all that stuff. There's a big difference, you know what I mean? You should have knocked on his door and ran, knocked, hey, Nicky Nine Knocker. I don't know, yeah. I don't really want to do that kind of stuff. They know it's me around here. The police don't like me if you don't know who I am. I'm Loose Screw News, man. I film the bad police. And I don't give them a reason to come after me. If they're going to arrest me, they're going to arrest me illegally. I'm not giving them a reason to arrest me legally. And that's where a lot of these people who film the police don't understand. Like, you cannot do anything. You have to have all your licenses in place. You have to have everything going properly. And if you don't, they're going to get you. You park somewhere you're not supposed to park, you're going to give you a fine. That's it. You're annoying them with your camera. They're not going to have any mercy for you. They don't even have mercy for regular citizens. You think they're going to have any mercy for you? No, I just bought a gimbal, my friend. Bim. Bim. Hi, Bim. Hi, Philip. Hi, Bradley. Hi, Earl McManus, Bradley Gray, Philip Greenwald. Yeah, no, you should have knocked and ran. I should have knocked and ran. Yeah, no, I just got a gimbal, so I'm just learning to use it, learning to try to go smooth and trying to give. Because one time I was walking and I had like lots of people that were watching, and everybody was like, "Your shit is all jerky, jerky," and I'm like, "Oh boy, I better like get one of them gimbals. They're only like $60. Start investing in my channel." So yeah, I just love YouTube, man. YouTube, I love you, man. I love being here and just doing what I'm doing. So it's very, very, very good, man, to film your government and to hold your government accountable. I hope more people are going to start doing it. I hope more people are going to start filming all the police, filming all the government. Like they're telling people they can't even go to city halls now with their phone or with protest signs. You know what I mean? I gotta wait a second and just get my dog around this corner. Come on, mama. Yeah, there's 1,000 people in the city, guys, and 300 houses. We got a grocery store, we got a hardware store, we've got a bank, a post office, we've got a restaurant, we've got a library, got some churches, an arena, a corner store. We got a wagon that like sells chips and stuff. We got a restaurant. We've got a liquor store. We've got a little Amish store. We got the tax man right here. Got a couple lawyers right here, like one real estate lawyer, one criminal lawyer, and got a morgue right up here, and got a pharmacy right up here, and this is only 1,000 people, guys. This is a 1,000 people village, and we got all those things. Come on, Mama, I gotta keep an eye on you. Let's go. You're way too far behind in the city. It's different when we're walking in the trail. Come on. Come on, Mama. Thanks for being here, guys. Loose Screws News, man. We hold bad government accountable, whether they're neglecting the poor, the homeless, whether it's brown water in this city, whether it's a mayor spending $16,000 on dog food and cigarettes in the next city. It don't matter. Wherever there's something, I'm going to protest it. And my main protest right now is the criminal justice system. Where I come from, we have 15 million people, and more than half of the criminal charges are thrown out of court before they make it to trial and are tested. So my biggest protest from this point on is to try to embarrass the justice system as much as I can to make that justice system change. I do not think that only 50% of charges should make it to trial. That means you can be a criminal in my country, and 50% of the time you won't even go to court. All right? Criminals don't get caught every time. Criminals only get caught one out of every 100 times they do crime. So imagine if you were only caught one out of every 100 times you did a crime, and then it's a coin flip if you're going to go to jail. Do you have any incentive not to do crime? No, you're going to do crime. Like, and then you still have a chance to beat it. Even if it goes to trial, 50%, more than 50% of the charges don't go to trial, then you still have a chance to beat it at trial. So what are they getting? 25% conviction out of 100%? So you got like a 75% chance of getting off, guys? Oh, there's clicking? I'm sorry. Let me fix my mic. Sorry. My mic is, oh, okay, my mic is hitting off of something. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you for telling me, my friend. Kelly, thank you for telling me. You are a champion right there. Is that better, Kelly? Kelly Quinn. Oh, hi, Rep, Repuznell. All right. Isn't that a character in like Disney movie or something? I'm not too sure. Let's go check out this church over here. This is really beautiful. They took all these stones. They blasted, like, oh, well, I don't know, 100 and something years ago, they got these stones. I don't know how they got them, but they bring them here. Probably bring them here on goddamn horses or something. And built that church. I'm not religious or nothing, but I love architect like that. This house is probably as old as that church over there. Probably 100 years old. 100 and something years old, and just got nice siding on it after. People don't like me because I film everything, but I like beautiful stuff, and I like walking. My dog is right behind me, guys. My dog is safe. We're gonna go this way. Come on, Mama. Come on, let's go. Yeah, so in Canada, I seen these guys protesting. There was church people protesting against abortion down the road. And I'm so mad that they can just leave their church and protest about whatever they want. But in Canada, they put laws in place in some cities that if you want to protest against this church, say this church was touching little children or something, or doing something bad, you can't come around here and protest. You have to go 100 feet that way. You have to go 100 feet that way and protest. But these people can go right on the side of the road, right in your community, and hold their signs about anything. I don't like that. So this is going to be another thing that I'm going to start protesting, these bubble zone laws in Canada. Protected, they call sensitive areas, right? So they can designate a sensitive area anywhere. 1904, guys, 1904. And they can designate a sensitive area anywhere. So that could be your government building is a sensitive area now. That could, like, schools are a sensitive area. So they're telling us in Canada that schools are a sensitive area. So what, you're going to just teach our kids whatever you want, and if we try to take our kids out or something, we're neglectful, you're going to take our kids, or if we go try to protest there, you're going to arrest us, throw us in jail, take our kids. This is Canada, Verner, Ontario, Canada. I'm in a city of like 1,000 people. I don't know why they needed a big church like this. There guaranteed wasn't 1,000 people 100 years ago. Well, but this church was probably like serving like more than just my community. It was probably serving like a lot of people back then from like far away. But like literally, something like this takes so long to build, they had to get every one of these rocks or stones and bring it here. Like, man, I wish people had that wish they did this kind of stuff nowadays, just stuff that lasts, you know what I mean? But everything is created to break. Everything is planned obsolescence, right? They want everything to break, so you replace it. Yeah, my dog is awesome. She follows. She's very good. I found her 2.5 years ago. Her name is Mika, Meeka, Mika Bond. Her last name's Bond because I found her on Bond Street. Like when I finally rescued her, she was on, well, I don't call it rescue her, she rescued me. She's the special one. So this is where my activism started. I came to this building to protest brown water in my community, and my sign was such a problem, they called the cops on me. And then I just started releasing my videos online. I had like 4 years of videos of cops abusing me that I used to just watch myself, just to realize the system's corrupted. And but once they trespassed me from here, when I was protesting and I wasn't breaking the rules of the city meeting, I just said, forget about it. I'm uploading all my videos, and if one person watches it, I don't care. But thank God 6 million people watched it in a month on YouTube. And the Chinese app there, the Chinese app, a lot of people were watching on that. I was there for 2 months before I came to YouTube. I realized holding the government accountable is expensive. I had to pay for, I have a peace bond hearing against 2 cops for intimidation, harassment, assault, and forcible confinement, where I'm going to show the judge overwhelming evidence that she will order those cops to stay away from me and to keep the peace and be a good behavior under threat of criminal charges. And so that hearing is November 17th, 2025. So I had to pay a sheriff or a bailiff or a process server. It was a process server I got. I had to pay them to deliver the summons legally for those cops to show up to court. I can't deliver that stuff myself. So I realized, hey, come on, Mama, stay away from that garbage. Look, it's animal got that garbage, guys. I'm gonna have to clean this up before I leave, man. I can't leave that like that. I might have to clean that up. I have a glove on, and I have to. I can't do that. I can't leave that there. So, yeah. I needed to get them peace bonds delivered. So I started a GoFundMe on the Chinese app, and I started mentioning it. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to come on this app too finally, because I've got a little bit 2 months experience of live streaming, and I've got 2 months experience of editing videos now. So I'm a little bit better. I didn't want to ruin the algorithm on YouTube by not being able to upload proper shorts and getting, in 1 month I've gotten 3,500 followers. So not as many video watching, but I'm still getting my hours, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm still going to be monetized like a week from now. So every time you watch my live stream from a week from now, you know what I mean? Every time you scroll up, I guess I get a hit from the shorts, and your guys are in my live. And one time I had 133,000 people watch me in a day, and then 80,000 people at night. Now it's 200,000 hits, man. I don't care, man. I'm not the one to complain where my views come from, just as long as people are listening and they want to hold the government accountable. They want to be champions against corruption. Like, that's it. A bunch of champions against corruption, man, because if you don't think it's happening in your city hall, if you don't think it's happening in your police force, if you don't think it's happening all over, they have no respect for us, because there's no consequences for them. The only consequences for them nowadays, guys, is to be embarrassed online. And there's probably like 100 comments in here about people like protecting their mom or their dad or somebody who abused my rights, and I videotaped it. Like, should have seen this morning how many people were in my chat just like, go jump in front of the train tracks, they were saying. Like, come on, Google. Come on, Google. Why does Google allow people to even say that? I don't know how to block these people. I'm new on this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Mostly in the morning, like, I am about to think about all touching buttons while I'm live streaming and messing up my live stream and stuff. So yeah, I was talking about softer words, harsher consequences today. All right, softer words, harsher consequences. Then I come here, man. And now look at this. Now look where we at. This is where the softer words, harsher consequences started. World War I. You know what we used to call people when we sent them to battle and they got all messed up? We used to say it was shell shock. Shell shock. Boom. Shell shock, right? Come on, Mama. Where are you? Mika. Let me get my dog. Hold on. I don't like when she's out of my sight. She was just there. Oh, she's just behind that rock right there. Come on. You're too close to the road. Hey, Mama, come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, stay close. Stay close. Stay close. She really smelling that pole for a while. Okay, I got to be able to see you. So we used to call people shell-shocked when they went to war and came back all messed up. We used to have a serious word for it, like George Carlin used to say. This is one of George Carlin's lines. So shout out to him. He used to say we used to send them there, and they knew shell shock. It was a harsh word. You knew what you were getting into. Then they changed it into World War I. They called it, from World War I to World War II, they called it battle fatigue. All right? You're just a little bit tired from going to battle and seeing your friend get exploded by one of these things, right? Imagine what comes out of there, and it lands right on your friend. Boom. And now you're just a little battle fatigued, right? I'm using a Galaxy Pixel 8 Pro. I've got to upgrade my camera soon enough, and I got to get a computer for editing. People assess what being whatever, can't admit. I don't care about people. Yeah, really poor, pink, gay. What? I don't know what a gay orc is. That guy again, man. This guy. What camera? Yeah, Pixel, Google, Galaxy 8. So people used to get shell shocked, and now, so it went from shell shock to battle fatigue. Now you're just a little bit tired from the battle. Then it went to post-traumatic stress disorder. You see how it's gotten worse? Wars have gotten worse. Everything has gotten worse in life, but the softer words have gotten softer. There's no solution to anything. It's just softer words that make you feel better. Now I don't even know what they call it anymore. Post-traumatic stress seems like a little too harsh. You know, oh my God, he's stressed out because he went to war? Oh my God. Let's make it something softer. Right? So same with homelessness. We used to call it Skid Row. Right? We knew where they were. People knew who they were, what they were about. It's Skid Row. Then we went to homeless. Oh, homeless is even too hard. Oh my God, you called them homeless. That's really harsh. Then we changed it to unhoused. Like, you know, like homeless, like, oh, less one house than us, right? Oh yeah, homeless. They're only less one house than us. Then it's unhoused. Like, like if we just change one word, they have a house, right? Now even unhoused is too harsh, and we call it tent city. Like that, they got their own guy, their own city, guys. You know what I mean? So it's softer words, harsher consequences, right? Things don't get fixed until it costs the government too much to leave the old system in place. Like, remember when you used to be able to smoke in the airplanes and smoke in the restaurants and smoke everywhere you wanted to? They left that system in place until the hospital bills got out of control from everybody getting the cancer and the lung diseases and everything and everything. Then they had to say, oh, wait, we got to make a law and it's illegal to smoke inside because we leave the old system in place, it's going to cost us too much. So the only way to defeat this new system is to make sure that it's costing them too much, or they're going to just leave the system in place. They don't give a shit if only 1% of police are ever found guilty. Unless more people learn how to hold the cops accountable by taking them through the internal affairs cover up, then taking them to court afterwards. But by the time you're getting through all the internal affairs cover up, if you go look at my profile, I've got many videos, they won't even investigate their officers because of my camera. They're like, my camera is the unruly subject here. They're like, oh, you can't videotape us while we're investigating our officers because everybody's going to see the cover-up. I'm like, yeah, everybody's going to see the cover-up. What are you scared of? Like, but it is what it is. Only 1% of police are ever found guilty. There was a police officer the other day found guilty in Canada. He hit a homeless man with his flashlight 5 or 6 times. He kicked the guy in his head and he did all this brutal stuff to him. Didn't know he was on camera. But there was a camera that caught him, dragged the guy, wrecked the guy's whole life, you know what I mean? And then blamed it on society. He said, oh, I got post-traumatic stress from working, and that made me do what I did. Bull crap, man. Don't ever, like that, and they get away with it, right? So they're unresolved. I gotta go clean up after my dog, hold on. Their unresolved trauma is an excuse to give them a light sentence. Well, it's not an excuse to give any citizens a light sentence. Definitely shouldn't be an excuse to give police a light sentence. They should get even a harder sentence. Like, for not, oh, sorry guys, why is that like that? Oh, sorry. They should get a harder sentence when they do something wrong for not accessing all the, I can't even see it, she must have took a pee. They should get a harder sentence for not accessing the free resources to deal with their trauma. If you got post-traumatic stress, there's a lot of resources within the police or the army or whatever that they can access. They're too proud to access it, right? And then they blame it on the citizens. Oh, it's a hard job being a police. Nobody told you to be a police. Sociopaths become police. Don't ever think that these people are telling the truth when they say, oh, that cop only did that because the job made him crazy. No, the job didn't make him crazy, my friend. He was crazy before he went to that job. I know people like that. I know somebody who told me about somebody that wanted to join the army, literally wanted to join the army because they wanted to get their bodies. They wanted to get bodies, and they're like, I gotta go join the army. This has been running through my head. So literally, they went and joined the army. Come on, mama. And went overseas and did what they had to do. And got the ones they had to get, and all legal, And that's what they do, and the cops do it too. The cops are not immune to doing that. The cops are correct. Stay right there, yeah. My dog's right here, guys. This is awesome. Whoever did this is amazing. Stay right there, baby. Yeah, look at that. It's all wrapped up and all hands up on there and stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool. Today's special, sweet and sour eyeballs. awesome. Half off fresh brains. Very nice. We got the mummy right here. Thanks for being here, guys. Sorry about the bad camera angle. My first day with the gimbal. Not really. Never believe anything you see on here online. I've had it for about a week or two. A couple weeks maybe. I don't use it as much as I should. I don't know any of the functions for it. Nothing at all. Well, that was pretty interesting. Whoever did that first one over there, really, it takes a lot of time to do something like that, so I can understand that they didn't do the other ones 1,000,000%, but it takes a lot of time to do anything like this, man. That's really nice. Jesus. Okay, let's go back this way, Mama. Come on, Jeannie's got to go home. I got to use the washroom soon. Thanks for being here, guys. We're in Verner, Ontario, Canada. Verner, Ontario, Canada. Got a little skeleton riding the bike right here. Verner, Ontario, Canada. 1,000 people. It's the only thing we're popular for. We're famous for this this girl right here. Her name is France Garot, and she was in the Olympics or something. And that's her park right there. They dedicated that park for her. Oh, shit. France Garot, France. And everything in this town is French. Even their hero is French. Her name is France. Like, literally, her first name is France. That's wow. But she looks fit, man. I'd be like, I was in the town around that time, man. Me and her would be like dating for sure. Or I'd at least be trying to court that lady. I'm trying to get that lady. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. That kind of dedication to make it to the Olympics. I know one person who made it to the Olympics as a boxer. My friend, now he's a gang member. He's like the leader of like the Hells Angels. Pretty much the biggest guy, one of the biggest leaders in Canada. So I don't talk to him, but like we're friends. I don't talk to my friends, man. I live my life alone, man. I don't really pay attention to other people because everybody has their own problems going on, and it overwhelms me. I can't even handle my own problems. I'm already overwhelmed with my own problems, let alone trying to concentrate on everybody else's. Couple cars going by here, really never any cars on here. It's a pretty important highway too. Me and my dog I drive my dog on a motorcycle. I got a couple live streams if you want to go watch me drive and talk. But this is a road that was just freshly paved, and it's got a big shoulder right there. So me and on both sides, all the way down for about a half an hour, I can ride that way and back, and it's just smooth riding. I got the mic on and just talking my whole day out. Well, it's getting a little cold right now. I have an electric motorcycle, so you don't hear no rumbling, no nothing, just a smooth talk with a little wind. And yeah, it's nice. Everybody loves my dog. Everybody says it's animal abuse that I take my dog on the bike, but literally, like, it's not. It would be animal abuse to take your dog in a car. You get into a car accident, your dog can get smashed against the windshield. Like, it is the same thing, man. Somebody can ram into the back of your car and crush the whole back of your car and your doggy's gone. Is that doggy abuse? No. So people just talk crap, you know what I mean? I don't do more than like 20 kilometers, maybe 10 miles an hour on my motorcycle. So if I fell, I have a leash on my dog, and she's got a harness, and the harness is locked to the leash, and she's good. I'll fall on my back before I let my dog hit the ground. And I have my dog in her little pink glasses, so she's good. She is good to go. Yeah, guys, today's been a 2-hour live stream, man. Oh my God, 45 minutes now, an hour and 15 minutes for the sunrise. I was drinking coffee and smoking my medicine this morning, just talking on the sunrise, man. A lot of good champions in there, man. If you're back in my live stream, thank you for being here. I don't have much time to read the chats all the time. I have to watch my dog, and I've got to film things also. So yeah, 1,000 people in this city, guys. We've got a grocery store, a hardware store, a pharmacy, a bank, post office, arena, restaurant. We got a liquor store. We got a gas station. We got everything here, man. Post office, an arena. Here's the pharmacy right here. Got dogs upstairs. Oh my God, I didn't know that. It looks like that used to be the arena. Give me a second, guys. We got the recycling guys going by. How come you guys got a different truck? Where's the other truck? Oh, that's your commercial truck. And this one is, you're the same company, the new company that's doing all of the municipality? No, eh? Oh, but this is just commercial and that's city, so you have two different trucks. Okay, awesome, awesome. I was like, okay, well, it's a different recycling truck because the one that comes down my street has the claw, and it takes the big bucket there and puts it in. And we just got that like a couple weeks ago. They changed up all the recycling around here. I recycle once in a while. I know it doesn't matter, but the rich think that they're going to tell us, oh, don't drink with a plastic straw, you're going to save the world. But literally, poor people only create 1% of global warming. Like, if that shit's all true, if you believe in it or anything, it's the rich people that are creating all of these fumes with all their industry, all this, all they're traveling on their private jets, but then they want us to, you know what I mean? They want us to drink out of a paper straw. Whatever. I'll drink out of a paper straw and do my part. But I know I ain't created all of this crap, and I know drinking out of my paper straw isn't going to fix all this crap. While these guys are flying around on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane, like just treating us like we're frickin' suckers. Enjoy your fucking paper straw, guys. Yeah, the illusion of freedom. The illusion of freedom, my friend. I don't even know how I got onto that there, global warming shit, but yeah, sorry, man. I know a lot of people like think it's real. I believe, like, you know, I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't. See, like, that's the same thing with religion, right? Like, you believe in religion or you believe in the Big Bang Theory. Both are miracles. If you believe that a man created the world in 6 days and then went and rubbed one out on Cornhub after on the 7th day, that's a far-fetched miracle. It's like, okay, you've got to bend your thinking of reality and form into that conclusion. Now, if you think something was nothing up there, and nothing then was something, and it went bang, and then nothing was here, and now this is something from all of that bang, well, you've got to rely on a miracle. You're relying on a miracle that nothing became something, and something became something, just like the man went tree, fish, horse, person, man, woman, religion. It's the same miracle you're depending on. So I don't waste any of my time thinking about it. I don't really even care how I got here. I'm just glad I got here. I'm just glad that I've got 86,400 seconds today, and I want to enjoy those 86,400 seconds the best way I can. And it's not going to be stuck in a cubicle. It's not going to be whatever all these other horrible options are in life. Thinking about your past, thinking about your future. I don't think about any of that, man. Literally, I think about what I'm going to have for breakfast, then I think about what I'm going to have for lunch, and then I think about what I'm going to have for supper. I know I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I know I'm going to go to lay in my bed at 8 o'clock, and I know I'm going to fall asleep by about 9:30. I know these are all facts of my life. But I know I got 86,400 seconds, and I ain't going to spend any of it worrying about where I came from or how I'm here. That is just some kind of stuff that they're just trying to make you forget about who the real problems are. Same with the left and the right. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't want the right around, and you don't want the left around, so you don't want your liberals, and you don't want your Republicans, or whatever it's called in your country, around, so you just want your own persons around. So you're just going to have one set of people thinking one set of ways. Like, how boring is that going to be? Everybody just doing the same thing. Everybody wakes up at the same time. Everybody goes to bed at the same time. Everybody has the same thought pattern. Come on. We need uniqueness, right? Without pain, you wouldn't know what joy was, right? Without the high, there wouldn't be a low. So without the left, there wouldn't be a right. So we need it all. We need all the views. We need everybody to keep everybody in place. And that's the same thing with, I thought that was a cop. I was going to get off the road onto the private property, dip to the left. I got to dip to the left if I ever see cops. It'd be like, there's private property. What do you mean my dog don't have a leash? I don't need a leash on private property. Get on. But it's not a cop. No cops come, but I believe that they, the ones in the comment section, the cops that I've filmed, and they troll me in the comment section, and they watch my lives. I believe they've called code enforcement like many times, but for the code enforcement to get here, they would have to drive like 20, 30 minutes. They never really know where I'm walking or when I'm walking. I guess they could follow my live and then come give me a ticket, but they know that ticket would cost them probably like $10,000 in court resources to collect. Like, I don't go easy on these people when it comes to court. Like, listen, man, you give me a ticket for my dog not having a leash, I'm challenging the constitutional validity of that law. Like, I'm taking it right to the Supreme Court of Canada. Like, oh, I need to have a leash on my dog because you say my dog could be a nuisance. So now you're just the prevention police. You're preventing a dog from being a nuisance. You shouldn't be able to put laws in place for prevention, like prevention police. It should, you know what I mean? Oh, preventing my dog from being a nuisance. So let's put a law in that prevents this person from doing what he wants to do. My dog is not a nuisance. Dog would be a dog barking, da-da-da-da-da-da, and a dog doing whatever it's doing. Not listening, running across streets. My dog is perfectly trained. If I say a little faster, okay, let's go, Mom, a little faster. Hey, come on, let's go a little faster. Come on, come on. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Okay, how about you stay close? Okay, thank you. All right, we're doing good. We're doing so good. Yes, you're the good dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe some people need a leash. Like, a lot of people probably need a leash, but I don't like to confuse my dog like that. Now she's like walking in circles back there. Oh, I'm not that smart, man. My owner only has grade 6, so I only got grade 6 too. Yeah, so usually your dog is about as smart as you are, right? So if you're not too smart, or if you're scared, or you're whatever your personality is probably going to run off on the dog. Here's one of those wagons that sell chips and stuff, and it's closed for the summer. Liquor stores down the street to the left. We got a store right there for people to buy their lottery tickets. I don't know what else they go in there for. I was in there once or twice, man, and I'll be waiting for like 15 minutes for people to stick their lottery ticket through. Jing-a-ling-a-ling. Try again. Jingle. Always, it rings too, eh? It rings like you won, and then they tell you to try again. Better luck next time. Yeah, I love lottery, man. That's another thing that they get the poor with, eh? Giving you an illusion that you're going to win. Well, I guess the lottery's not fixed, because my brother and his wife did win a substantial amount, like $100,000 Canadian. He had a free ticket. Like, I guess he bought tickets one weekend for a big lottery draw and only got a free ticket. So he gave his girlfriend the ticket to go get another ticket. But his girlfriend put an extra $1 to get this thing that is called Encore, which I don't know. It's just a game called Encore. I don't know what it's about. But somehow they matched like a whole bunch of numbers and got a $100,000 win. But he had to split it with her because it was his, well, he wanted to split it because it was his free ticket, but she put the $1 on to add the extra game called Encore. It's like a bonus game or some kind of game that you buy a ticket and they ask you after, like, do you want the Encore? I don't know what the heck it is, but they matched a certain amount of numbers that won 100,000. So I don't think the lottery is fixed. I just think it is an abuseful scam against poor people. Rich people don't play the lottery. Poor people play the lottery, and then most of it is kept for taxes and to go back into the community. Same, you know what I mean? Same with casinos in Canada. Most of it is just to take the poor people's income that they could have been spending on other stuff and give it to the government to go and increase their wages. Literally, they say, oh, we're just giving it back to the children. Yeah, right. Somebody told me that's not what they do. It goes back to the children, but the extra money that would have been in the budget for the children doesn't stay there. It goes to somewhere else. So you see all that money from the casino goes to the children, but the money that was originally going to the children, now they don't need that. Now it goes to their slush fund, you see? So when they say, oh, the gambling goes back, it goes back to community projects, it don't go back. It's just, it's replacing what they were already there, and then that money is just going somewhere else. I've got to get to walking a little faster. I got to go and relieve myself in the boys' room. Nice salon right here. She always has nice stuff. Those are cute little scissors, eh? See the hairdresser? I never even seen those scissors before. She must have just got them, but that's cute. Yeah, she's a hairdresser, and here's her salon if anyone's in the area watching. She does really good work. I know a lot of my neighbors watch because they think that my content is really messed up, and they're like, oh my God, what is this guy doing filming my house? My house. The other day, the guy that lives behind this guy drove his four-wheeler into the back of the garage. They sent 3 cops here for, hello, good morning. How are you guys? Good. Have a good appointment. Oh my God. I live stream. Yeah, so beautiful out here, man. You ever see Le Tool Man over there? Le Tool Man. He has all these antique things that he makes and sends to movie. LEToolman.com. He's a local guy. He takes, like, he buys off the farms and sets it up and sends it to movie props. I just walked down there and then back. Such beautiful stuff in this community, man. You guys are from Verner or? We're from Warren. Oh, okay. Oh, down there. Some, yeah. All right. Thanks, man. Have fun. Yes, you too. Yeah, a guy drove his ATV right into the back of that guy's garage. They sent 3 police cars and 3 different cars here, and they were there for like 40 minutes for nothing, for a civil issue. Something that, you know what I mean? You got to sue the guy to get your damages if the guy doesn't pay. It's not a cop issue. Like if the guy did it on purpose, then oh, I'm going to drove my machine into your garage on purpose. It's just one cop to come investigate that. Don't need 3 cops. And then one of my neighbors said, well, it's maybe about security for the cops. Security. Okay, I'll give you 2 cops for security, but there's no worries down in this community. You know what I mean? I'm probably the only worry on the cops' mind. So that's probably why they sent 3 cops, because my house is down there, and they think I'm some kind of like, guy who is unstable or something. So I play that role with them really good. But they've been listening to my live streams long enough. So they should know, like, I only play loose screw with them because I want them to abuse me like they abuse all of the mentally ill people in Canada. 80% of the people, cops unalive in Canada, are mentally ill. So let's extrapolate that down to not death, okay? Let's extrapolate that down to a slap in the back of the head or something. So 80% of the people that police slap in the back of the head are mentally ill. 80% of the people police arrest unlawfully are mentally ill. 80% of the brutality police in my country do to their fellow countrymen, those countrymen are mentally ill and don't know how to defend themselves. These sociopaths gravitate to these careers where they can get away with abusing people who cannot defend themselves. And then you find somebody who can defend yourself, and only 1% of police are ever held accountable for the abuse that they do to the citizens, which is beyond belief and something that needs to change. Sorry guys, I don't really chat a lot. I don't read my chats because I got to watch my dog, and I like to film and concentrate on that. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm almost home, man. I'm almost home. Boom, my dog's right here. She's okay. She just waits for me in a safe spot. She hates my camera. Come on, mama. Walking is walking. It doesn't matter if I watch you pee on every corner or watch my screen. But she knows, yes, who's going to go see your friend? Go see your friend. Her best friend lives right there. Oh, is that your best friend? She goes there all the time. We just cutting down our sunflowers over here. We had a whole bunch of giant sunflowers growing. I bought them from Alberta, Canada. They're heirloom sunflowers, which means they've been growing the same way for 50 years. No GMO. They grow 12 feet tall. The head becomes 18 inches. They're all eaten by the blue jays have been eating them. But they grow like 12 feet tall. And, oh, sorry guys. The head is like 18 inches. And I want to grow that whole field over. It used to be an old train station. I want to grow that whole field over with giant sunflowers. They cut them all down and they're harvesting them now. And then just leaving some up for the birds to eat and stuff.